Regional Victoria is the market that just refuses to give up. The key regional cities of Victoria have been notable growth markets for the past 4 to 5 years, but amid all the disruption that's currently afflicting real estate markets across Australia, they keep on keeping on. The strong sales activity seen in the March quarter continued in the June quarter, despite rising interest rates and cost of living pressures. The regional Victorian market appeared to have peaked in early 2021 and to be gradually fading after a strong couple of years, but has shown increasing signs of resurgence in the first half of 2022. The number of locations with rising sales momentum revealed by our quarterly surveys over the past 2 years have been 27, 35, 68 and 88, which shows a year when sales activity is rising, and then in the second half of 21, 67, 51, 53 as sales activity started to fade. But then in the 2 quarters so far of this year, both have recorded 66 sales locations with rising sales activity. And this shows that the regional Victorian market rose to a peak in the first half of 2021 and then appeared to be fading in the second half. But the past 2 surveys, including our new spring 2022 survey, have identified a resurgence. Now, regional Victoria has been a national leader of the exodus to affordable lifestyle trend, and it continues to draw residents out of Melbourne. The big 3 of regional Victoria, which are Geelong, Ballarat and Bendigo, have been producing high price growth for the past 4 to 5 years, but they continue to attract significant buyer demand because of their strong local economies, their links to Melbourne, and the affordability relative to the state capital. There are other places across regional Victoria that are doing pretty well. Also, municipalities outside of Greater Melbourne to the southeast, like Cardinia, which includes growth markets such as Beaconsfield, Pakenham and Emerald, and Latrobe City, which includes Moe, Morwell, Churchill and Newborough, they're showing persistence and resilience despite 2 to 3 years of strong price performance. In the hill change local government areas north of Melbourne, both Mitchell Shire and Macedon Ranges have significant growth locations, which include Beveridge, Kilmore and Seymour in Mitchell Shire, and Romsey, Wood End and Kyneton in the Macedon Ranges local government area. At the New South Wales border, Wodonga, which has had several years of growth, still has a busy market, and in the northwest of the state, Mildura is still a rising market as well. Most of the greater Shepparton towns are rising or consistency markets. Torquay continues to attract good demand on the surf coast south of Geelong, while out west Warrnambool remains one of the state's best performers. Elsewhere across regional Victoria, there are smaller regional centres which continue to produce busy property markets. Areas with buoyant markets include the Wellington local government area, which includes the towns of Sale and Locksport, Moira, which includes Cobram, Yarrawonga and Numurkah, the local government area that includes Echuca and Kyabram, Moorabool, which includes Darley and Bacchus Marsh, and the South Gippsland local government area, which includes Leongatha and Venus Bay. And other good performers, smaller centres include Ararat, Benalla, Bannockburn, Maryborough and Swan Hill. The town of Colac continues to stand out for its consistency, having received our award as the most consistent market in Australia in the winter 2022 edition of the Price Predictor Index, while the town of Stawell has a similar level of consistent sales activity quarter by quarter. So overall, activity in key centres across regional Victoria remains busy, and prices are still rising in most of these markets. So whatever mainstream media says about markets crashing in various parts of Australia, that's certainly not happening in regional Victoria.